Hi everyone, and welcome to this walkthrough video. Today we're taking a very close look at when a piece of writing is considered plagiaristic, especially within the parameters set by the Amsterdam University of Applied Sciences, using the plagiarism checker within the web platform Brightspace. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. All right, here we have the snippet, an excerpt from a student's essay or research paper. Here the student writes, well, actually the point is the student doesn't write this. This snippet, which reads, anxiety disorders are reportedly one of the most common mental disorders of childhood, and then goes on, this trend has been observed. Well, what we see here is that when one is checking for plagiarism in the Brightspace platform that we use, this part of the text is flagged. Now, when I open this, we see this, that there are 12 instances of plagiaristic elements, and this is the 8th out of 12. What we see is that the text is far too similar to the original source, 86% too similar for that matter. So the text, again, is far too similar to the outside source. And when we look at the context, there is no citation. The student has not cited this as being from an outside source. Thus, the fact that it's so similar to the original, and there are no brackets here, there's nothing cited, is problematic. So, yeah, here we have, for example, research was done among 374 undergraduate students. We do know that these are students attending Franciscan University. However, again, we have no citation, geen bron. We don't know where this information comes from within the text. So this would be considered plagiarism. Let's look at another example. Here we have another excerpt from a student's research paper. And we see that, again, this is marked orange-brownish, meaning it's been flagged as far too close to the original outside source. This is the 11th in 12 instances. This one is even worse because it's 100% similar, and it's quite a large chunk of text, as we see here. So this entire portion, which reads, the findings determine that foreign language anxiety is prevalent among the students. Strikingly, more than half of the subjects' responses reflected different degrees of learner anxiety for all the 33 foreign language classroom anxiety scale items. Well, this is 100% basically stolen from the original. And if we look back at the context, there is no in-text citation. So this would be considered quite a bad example, or an extreme example of plagiarism. Let's look at one more. It's the same text, and it's this bit here where we read results from the stepwise regression, blah, 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 blah. And again, we see that this is 100% matching, and this is a large chunk of text. We have one long sentence, one shorter sentence, and the student's document is exactly like the original, and there is no citation included. So again, this would be considered an instance of definite plagiarism. Now the question is, what happens if your writing is considered plagiaristic? Well, your teacher has no other option but to report you to the exam board, and then further action is taken. In some cases, the outcome is that the student will not be allowed to hand in work for a year, and this can cause considerable delay in one's study progress. So again, it's good to know when something is plagiaristic. We've seen examples here. And it's important to realize that this can be avoided. When you submit your paper, you will see, you can see this information for yourself. The plagiarism indicator checker will provide you this information so that you know, oh, okay, I'm, I'm running afoul, I'm running a risk of being reported to the exam board. I hope this has been instructive, and thank you for watching.